Welcome to day 18 of my 30-day challenge where I aim to build and design a Christmas/winter island in just 30 days. I can't use Nintendo Online or the DLC, but I am allowed to time travel and we have some goals. Are you sick of the intro yet? Because I'm not. So it's day 18 and honestly I am feeling a little time pressure since we are almost at day 20. And I feel like we are still behind on the goal front. Initially, I only wanted to make this challenge 24 or 25 days long, until Christmas. But I am so happy that I decided to stick to the original 30 days. Because I don't think I could finish this island in just 6 or 7 more days. So today we will do mostly brainstorming and I want to catch you up on what I was able to do so far. The section on the goal list with the villager yards is worrying me the most. Because we have a small and cozy Christmas town, so there isn't too much space around the houses. I was able to find workarounds for some villagers, like Rocco. I think about just decorating the level above him. But for villagers like Pierce and Gladys, there was just no space, besides 1 or 2 tiles. I moved Hans's house out of the way and thought about using the space for a shared yard for Pierce and Gladys. But that felt like cheating. So after I got a nice comment suggesting to make the ice skating rink bigger, I was able to realize how much stuff I was trying to cram into this small space. And by doing so, I had no yards for 2 villagers and I had only a tiny ice rink that was also hidden behind Pierce's house. So the answer to this was to remove Pierce's house completely, give the ice rink the space it deserves, and give Gladys a full yard. So I did start changing the layout. It still needs work, but you get the vision. But the big question now is, where should we put Pierce? And this is where I need your help. You have helped me a lot before in things like making a winter bakery build when I initially only wanted to make a small bakery stall, changing the ice skating sign to make more sense, making the rink bigger, and many more things that have helped me so far and that will help me in the future. So let me explain the situation to you so you can understand what I am looking for exactly. And plus it also helps me a lot to talk about everything and lay it all out there. This often gives me more and new ideas. This is the current map. As I said, I have moved Pierce's house out of the Christmas town and at the moment he is in the transition area. But I don't really want any villagers to live in the transition area. This is supposed to be a park for all of the villagers and a little nature passage before the Christmas town. So the thing is, we need spaces around the houses to decorate. Doesn't need to be in front of the house, can be on the side, can be behind the house, whatever works. But we cannot cram them all together like before. There would be some space between Deirdre's and Hans's house, but I want Hans to purposefully live more secluded since he is the Yeti. I don't want his house to be too close to any other houses or to be connected to any street or walkway. So as most of the ground is pretty much covered, we still have some options. The terraforming is not set in stone, so I can change that easily. Behind Rocco's house I could remove the waterfall and cliff area and just plop Pierce's house closer to the Able sisters. Or I could make an incline next to Deirdre's house and elevate Pierce's house by 1 level so it wouldn't be that close to Hans's house. The waterfall here can also be changed. The first idea seems easier, but I would still like to have some space besides Able sisters for a mini build. That's why I'm hoarding all these items here. And worst case, we can ultimately leave him in the transition area if nothing else makes sense. It's not the end of the world, we could still build a park around his house and include his yard into the park build. So I would say these are the 3 main possibilities. Behind Rocco's house, besides Deirdre's house up an incline, or leave him in the transition area. Let me know what you think, or if you have a completely different idea, I am open to any new locations. The important thing is just to keep the yard space in mind. So, thanks for coming to my brainstorming session. Now let's catch you up on what else changed. First, I want to give you a little walkthrough of the open air museum. When I watched yesterday's video back, I felt like that got kind of lost in the end. I was just too excited about Mini Brewster. Honestly, I still am. Every time I walk into his coffee place, it just makes me so happy. So, to make up for this oversight, join me for a virtual tour of the North Pole Open Air Museum. This is the entrance. Welcome. We arrived a little early. The museum did not open just yet. It's preferable to get here early so the museum is not too crowded and you can enjoy the exhibitions in peace. So, until the museum opens, we should visit the little coffee shop. Hold the pigeon milk this time, please. Yes, very nice ambient. Sometimes I just come here to get a coffee to go. Mini Brewster is very quick on his feet. Looks like the museum just opened. Now let's get a ticket and pay this handsome gentleman. Thank you, keep the change. As you can see, we have a lot of big fossils but also smaller ones. There is a tent where the museum director is pursuing his studies. Looks like he hasn't been writing a lot today, might as well leave him to it. As we keep walking through all of the fossils, we also see some fish that have been displayed here. I'm sure there will be more, as soon as someone has some more time to go fishing. And here is one of the Christmas displays that reminds us of the current season. Very nice touch. Mind the step as you keep walking. This is a very impressive scene, as two dinos are fighting for their next meal. Might be the little guy in the middle there, although he looks more like a snack than a whole meal. As we come to the end of the tour, there is a very peculiar fossil that looks almost like an alien. And there you have it. Money well spent, I would say. So what else is new? Yes, I did get some glowing moss from a captain's island and I used that in the entrance to make the ground more interesting. I like how it's glowing and the effect it has when you walk through it. Sadly, we only got about 10 pieces. On my other island, I love using the glowing moss with the snow. Let me show you the Christmas market. So, I did start to place down some things in the stalls, but most of them still need work. First, we have the stall with the records. At first, I wasn't sure if I even wanted this theme. It seems more like a flea market than a Christmas market, but I think it looks really nice, so I will leave it for now. Behind that, we have a stall where someone is selling handmade clay items. That is something that I do connect with a Christmas market. Small local businesses and a lot of handmade toys and other things. I would also like to make a stall with candles, but I only have 2 candles and I would be very tempted to light them, which would be bad for business, I guess. Next, we have a stall that sells these cakes. I forgot what they are called. And here are some warm winter hats for sale. Besides that, we have a Christmas stall that sells hot wine, where you can sit and enjoy some hot wine to keep warm. That thing is supposed to be a bathtub, but I think it looks more like a cauldron. But the flames do worry me a little. So close to the merry-go-round. Does not look safe at all. But it's Animal Crossing, so no need to worry about any accidents. And the last completed stall would be this one with the handmade toys. So very cute, I like it a lot. Now we just have to figure out what to do with the rest of them. I also ordered some more of the red benches to put in front of the stall so we can display more items. Actually, I have been time traveling a lot today because I want to get the 3 bounty items. At least the lamp and the arch would be amazing. But so far I only got the mushroom lamp that I probably won't use. So I will keep working on getting the 3 bounty items for the rest of the day. This summarizes day 18 of North Pole. If you would like to follow my journey, feel free to subscribe and come back tomorrow for the next day. I appreciate you for being here. Let me know if you have any idea what to do with Pierce's house or what else we can put in the remaining stalls. Thank you so much for watching and see you all tomorrow.